Hi everybody, I'm Jeanette from Yoga Wisdom, and this will be our first vlog, a blog and a video. So I'm going to be writing and adding a big description or a blog on what we're discussing today. What we're looking at today is how to use the stomach, how to lift the stomach in the poses, a request from one of the subscribers. So let's look at it in a deeper capacity and how that can help you in your poses. So the one I showed in a previous video is how to lift and get the tummy underneath. The basis of this is Uddiyana Bandha. It's a lift in the abdomen. It really, okay, let me quickly, it helps to support the back. So when the hips lift, the tummy lifts, the ribs relax, the back opens, the lower back lengthens. That's it. Okay, so that really is so necessary, especially if you tend to contract the lower back muscles. Even in a push-up, so you won't have completely letting go of that curve. You don't want a complete roundness. You'll see very natural. So let's say I do a push-up, your plank pose. I don't want to be completely out of lengthening the lower back so much. So if I add in, that is a great start, add in the lift and the length of the belly, it will extend me out into a natural, there I'm feeling quite sturdy on the arms and reasonably relaxed in the neck. Okay. And then when I lift up into the down dog, there's a nice relaxation through the lower back instead of trying to stretch. Much less stretch in the hamstring than what you would expect for those that are hamstring challenged. And for those that are hamstring not challenged, we tend to just push into those hamstrings way too much. So the position of Uddiyana Bandha, hips lifting, lengthening, take it to this position, relax the rib cage, and then soften the lower back, relax the lower back, let the tummy lift. So you're getting a real extension through the whole torso and an activation at the back of your legs. That will take you into squats, because that's the formation you need, that you're wanting to get into the squat in that position, not in that position. So the length of the back of the body. Okay, next. So simple, let's start with 3 Uddiyana Bandhas. I like the block. You can use it, not use it. Let's put it down for now. Place your hands, but remember we are hugging from the inner line up into the navel, relaxing the ribs, relaxing lower back, and letting the tummy lift up. So I'm going to, let's do, just if I push, if I press into my hands, you'll see how the tummy can lift up more. So if I not push, then I'm just leaning and letting the tummy sink. So it's a lift and a lift. Coming in. So once we do Uddiyana Bandha, pressing down with feet and hands creates the lift in the abdomen. So we take a deep inhale, empty the lungs 3 times out the mouth. Pull the navel in up. Let's do one more. So you hold the breath as long as you can. Relax the belly and breathe in. Deep breath. Empty lungs. So as I'm breathing out, I'm opening the lower back, opening in the back of my body, lifting in the front of the body. So how, let's see, yeah, there's not only a lift from the stomach, there's also a lift from mula bandha and a lift from the anus. Now I'll tell you the truth, that when you're busy doing a handstand or something, there's not such deep awareness, or maybe eventually, but for me, not right now. So I take one kind of focus, I say hip bones up, that already helps in the right alignment. Or maybe I'm forgetting the glute or the hamstrings, and I go, okay, push forward, and that'll be my hips. But ultimately we want deeper and deeper awareness to get all those intricate sensations and intricate lifts in the muscles, the deep, deep muscles as well. So even if I'm going into a forward fold, I'll show you a nice, so let's just give you a really bad posture. So you're sinking, tummy's out, you're going to forward fold. There's no space really to go further, but as soon as I engage through the legs, I relax into the rib cage, I lift into the belly. So as soon as I lift, I'm creating the space so that the spine can really relax down. I've got quite a gap. You try and really suck into the tummy and then extend. So it's, yeah, there my ribs relax more. And there's even more. So check for, we do tend to, Uddiyana Bandha lifts the rib cage, but that's great, but just make sure it's not popping. So even there, lifting and then relaxing the ribs. Lifting, relaxing the ribs, lifting, and that starts to pull the back muscles. Okay. Oh yes, this is a nice topic. What does it do for me? So very often, we kind of got this line of the body, and that's generally because of the shoulders, but was it initially maybe not caused by the pelvis? Because then it already starts to come forward. Then the shoulders and the neck get very tight, and that's all they can do. So you want the scoop, the length, because that's how you're going to go into back bend, not like that. Okay. So then what it does do for me, very big, is prevents the arching in my lower back or in my rib cage area in a handstand. So if I go without a lift in the tummy, okay, it tends to also throw my head out. So I'm going to lift, press into the hands, engage, hip bones up. A much nicer feeling as I lift and extend. Okay, so I'm helping to lift. It's Uddiyana, to fly, ut. So ultimately where this is taking us is into a press. Press handstand, you press down, the belly comes up, and you unfold into a handstand. It strengthens the core. What we often think of the core is, yeah, but the core is really this. So I was very strong, but I was strong where the hips were in the incorrect place. You want to be relaxed and then strong there, so that the lower back opens and lengthens and you're strong in that position. So when I do something like Salabhasana, or even Cobra, but let's go Salabhasana, I lengthen, so I'm getting strong in the hip bones up position, lengthening out in the back position. But I'm strong here to then lift, and that will help you into Mayurasana. Okay. Not just arching, so engaging by lifting the front. Oh, this is a nice one. Oh, well, I have explained it because now, as soon as we do that lift, it opens the shoulders correctly. So your handstand can be more aligned, or back bend can be more aligned lifting. So let's show you in a back bend. We tend to think the upper chest has to be open, but we open this way. This is actually dropping where you want to lift. Now, my teacher always says, imagine you're going up and over a wall, and you really don't want to touch the wall when you're going up and over the wall. So you lift, and you reach up, don't drop back. Yes, you want the hips to go forward, but you'll see once you've got the length pulling out, and you really pull, the hips go forward, the heart lifts up, and you keep going in that line, and not in the sunken line. It does increase your strength and flexibility. Okay, let's move on to the postures. So forward fold I've shown, Paschimottanasana. Oh, didn't show it yet. Paschimottanasana. You can use your brick if you like, or without the brick. And there, I'm not sitting, so often people tend to sit there. But there's also a group of people that can't get there and they sit there. But both ways, that's actually quite a better posture to start with, because I'm relaxing the lower back, lifting the hips, but take that strength and lift up. So I'm going to first imagine I relax the lower back, then lengthen through. We often tend to have the chin down, we're like, stretching forward, or we're stretching forward. Okay, so we lift, grow, feel the rib cage relax, feel the back open, and then lift. It's almost like the tummy's going back as my arms are going forward. And so let's exaggerate it. Take a deep breath in, exhale, hug, lift the belly. Now I've got so much more space, even further than what I was just now. But I'm not actually lying on my thighs, I'm lifting up off my thighs. And that I use in every single pose I do. In a twist, lifting and opening, not just twisting. Okay, you see what happens in my back. It then opens and expands, and then I can work with it. Okay, what other pose? Baddha Konasana. Also forward fold. So if we are, generally we tend to think, oh, I have to get flexible in the hips. And I'm stretching, and those poor hips can stretch only as much as they can. So if I relax the rib cage, lift the belly, even sink a little bit into the lower back, then I grow, pulling. So it's nice to do it with the breath out. Navel up. There, now I've got the rib cage open, and then I'm free to move. I promise you, it's so much less in the groin than what I initially had. So I'm lifting there and keep extending through, so I'm never dropping. I'm lengthening. It aligns the neck, it lifts the chest, lifts the belly, and you direct energy long. So either way, whether you're doing the long one or a short Baddha Konasana, it's still that same lift in the body that's going to get you into the position. Okay, what other pose have we got? The handstand we've done, same with shoulder stand, another inversion. So we think, okay, let's just think, we've got, oh yeah, I'm going to have to hold there. But lift from the tummy, hug in from the bum, do Salabhasana in the legs, and lift from the belly. Okay, so that really is the lengthening of the belly. And only when the rib cage is relaxed, that happens. Ultimately, that takes you into meditation pose, seated, lotus, or easy pose. Now this is what's very interesting. As soon as you can do lotus pose, the legs help you to get a softer back. So when I was struggling with my lower back, I often used to sit in lotus just to try and feel where I should be. And yeah. And when we sit easy seats, I tend to rock forward. I'm going to now engage the core, front and back, lengthen, relax rib cage. And we think, okay, now looking down, shoulders forward, that's quite common, but wait a minute, I'm going to hug the tummy, relax the rib cage, lengthen, grow, open the chest, and out. And then I can, it's a feeling like, oh, just let that all be, so you sink down into that, and there's a straight, relaxed spine. I want to add one more pose, Navasana, your boat pose. Because we think, okay, so we get the core. So either we get the core, it's pulling, but we're really actually pulling the tummy muscles there and the hip flexors there. So first step, get the lower back a little bit more open. Suck the tummy down and lift the legs, pushing away from the tummy. So you want that resistance like you did in Uddiyana Bandha. And then the same thing. We're going to not be all crunched in the neck, suck, pull the energy up, pull through the crown of the head, the back of your legs engage, and you're holding. Then the right muscles are soft, and the correct muscles are strong and holding you. And yeah, so I know I'm right in the pelvis once I can start moving to this position. If I have to adjust to get that, then I know I'm not in the right place. So I pull the two together, stay there, then I stop. You don't go to that place. I stop where I'm hugging in. So you think, oh no, but what about hamstring stretches? I have to get up. I'll show you. You're still down, relax ribs. I extend out. I'm giving pressure, extension into my hand. Then I relax the lower back, relax the rib cage, then I grow. Then the two will start meeting each other in their own time when they're ready. And it's not a forcing, but we all force in the beginning. And I think yoga is a natural teacher in that way to eventually show us that maybe it's not natural, I don't know. Maybe I was lucky to have a teacher, the teacher that I have. Good, thank you for watching everybody. Hope you join me again. Subscribe below. Thank you, namaste.